y'all. It's good to see you. Come on in.
Our soap today is a collaboration from Damn Fine Shaves, Shave Supply, and HAGS.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, it's great to see you. Thank you for spending this time with us. It means a lot. And if you happen to be here during the live premiere, why, join the live chat. It's in a special box to the right-hand side of the video. We're waiting for you, and so are the Whiff Pack, an awesome group of folks from all over the world hanging out, and they'd love to meet you too.
They would. For our mention today, we wanted to show you our 2 Moon Soaps brushes we have, because we have it on good authority that Zach is in the shop working on some new brushes right now.
And he sent us some pictures, and he wants us to help name them. Are you kidding? We're not worthy. They are beautiful, y'all. This is the Hemingway brush. It's my only wooden brush.
It's true, mine too. And then this one is called the Wedge. So there's a little resin and with wood here too.
And look at the coin.
They're just brilliant. How can you not want one?
Gorgeous. So y'all, stay tuned here and check the Moon Soaps page from time to time to see when those handles drop, and maybe you can grab one for yourself. And what's our soap today?
Our soap today is an exclusive for the Shave Supply with HAGS and Damn Fine Shaves, which is exactly the day we will be letting you know who the winner of our gift card is later on in the episode.
Yeah, y'all, and the Shave Supply are our closest distributors here in California, so we're excited for this exclusive. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at theshavesupply.com.
In the heart of a remote coastal village, legends speak of a hidden trench, a place where the deep has collected lost ocean voyagers and their belongings for hundreds of years. This trench is said to hold the secrets of these ancient mariners and the whispers of the ocean itself.
The trench fragrance captures the legends, distilling the spirit of discovery and the allure of the unknown in every last drop. With each use, you are transported to this mythical place. Feel the mist of the sea on your skin. Hear the distant call of the seabirds, and breathe in the scent of nature in its purest form. The trench is for those who seek the thrill of exploration and the comfort of nature's enduring embrace.
Oh, holy moly.
Yeah, the HAGS sales pages don't disappoint.
Wow.
There are some set notes on that, which we're not going to look at yet. Ooh, we do know, however, that this is an homage. It was inspired by wood sage and sea salt by Joe Malone.
So if you know that, it's an
homage.
artist
We don't know.
We don't know, but I'm guessing wood sage and sea salt kind of explain maybe a lane where this scent will go.
And y'all, when I was really little, I had a great marine biology teacher who was super passionate about whales and all that stuff. And she taught us about the Mariana Trench. And she did it almost like a ghost story because it was deserving of such. It's a very spooky
be hiding
place.
In there?
So let's discover what's waiting for us inside this box.
All right, let's see from the shape.
This is how it comes from yo, we got stickers right off the top. I love this one. Look at this Santa Claus with the shape up. Oh, the beautiful logo.
We did just put new stuff in our den that we need to fill up with some stickers. So
here we go.
Is that the right order? I think we're gonna,
thank you so much, Sarah from Gareth. Hey, thanks, buddy. Come on our live soon, would you please?
So don't peek, but we have 2 HAGS in here.
So you did not see this one, this summoning.
You did not.
You were not summoned yet.
We heard requests of the other drop that we got to do.
Yeah, this is your pony today. Oh, look at the undercarriage label.
And this is the one that dropped, and there were brushes that matched. There was like a full complete set that came out with this one as a complete exclusive. So I'm really excited to get our noses on this.
Luxury presentation of the HAGS. You know what I like best? This seal, so you know no one else has gotten their nose.
We have not whipped it yet.
All right, y'all, it's time for a Hoggy first impression. Y'all, what's awesome about HAGS is we will have some Whiff Pack members who will reach out and be like, have you smelled this one yet? No, and they will just send it. They were like, you need to know this.
Before it's gone.
Is so good, right? And they are never wrong. Boy, that awakening from HAGS was sure an awakening for me. If you saw that episode. All right, so I'm going to go first.
I really was going to actually make you go first.
Guys, cologne aftershave,
I'm intrigued, though, because just the idea that it's more the wood sage and sea salty thing, like there's something more real about it.
And you get to watch me try to get this package, which is always entertaining. Here, I'm going to go laterally. I'm going to bring it this way.
He's inventing a new way in to find this trench here. Should we mess up? Oh, Oh,
Wait.
We're making progress. Never mind.
I got it.
We did it.
Hold on.
Marcus is smarter than the soap. Make you earn that whiff.
Did
Okay?
it? All right, here we go. I'm taking it in now. The trench.
That label. Oh my goodness. In case you didn't look. Ooh, that is a clean, like fresh sand.
Oh, look at the It does. It looks kind of sandy.
Right? Like a fresh sand.
Like the ocean floor itself.
Now, don't
All
look
right,
at the
here we
back
go.
of this because the bottom will give away scent notes. So no peeking. But
But I did see
those who
it's,
like to see.
a little bit high on the intensity
Which
meter.
we are fans
I
of.
appreciate that. All right,
Yes.
here we go.
All right.
Oh, very
pretty?
nice. Very nice. A beautiful cologne balance on a high level, y'all. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any of your florals. It doesn't have too many of your herbs. This is woods and spices and maybe even a little something boozy hiding underneath it
So
all.
not as aquatic-y, even though they were talking about the ocean trench.
You know, interesting. Aquatic is not the first sense I get because there's nothing too sweet about this. And I think for my nose so far, you could check over our last thumbnails and things, but I think the aquatics we have are like very sweet. They're
Right,
done
yeah.
with like botanicals. They're done with
citrusy
florals.
kinda
Right? They're
thing,
done
yeah.
with citrus. This isn't. And I love that. This is an aquatic done in an entirely different way. And it's not like a salty sense either. I do for sure get sea spray, but it's not like salty based.
Interesting.
Either. What is the heart of this thing?
Okay, keep going. Keep whiffing.
It's almost a wood and just sort of bordering on what might even be like a cured tobacco, not a burnt
interesting.
one, but something like that. It's done in the browns and the spices. Hold on.
And you are getting more that masculine-y side? Like
100%.
a homage. Okay.
Yes, this is
Coming
but it's in the whiters. It's in the beige categories. It's more of your
lighter.
clean like guy scents. It's not your patchouli masculines. It's not kind of those darker
Interesting.
spices.
Yeah.
And hiding under it all is a little charm of that HAGS base.
Oh.
All right, hold on. You got to bring this.
Wow, I'm going in quickly here. Okay. It's a Hawthorne base for those who like to know, by the way. Ah, yes. Interesting. You're right. I don't know if I would go completely aquatic at first. There's something at the end that really makes it like final twist that goes cologne to me, like what you were saying. Like if I hadn't read that it was an homage to a cologne, I would still get a vibe of a cologne coming through.
Yep.
So those who are enjoying those types of scents.
Yes.
Yeah, there's not anything immediately identical. Like I do get like the woods coming through, and it is a light wood color wise. I'm getting that, and it's making it clean. I feel like you know, if you were going on vacation somewhere and you stayed somewhere where you look out of the bathroom into a lovely ocean view, like you know you're close to it, but I don't get direct, immediate sea salt either. I know I'm close to the water. I can almost see like the white linen curtains in the bay breeze happening. Like there's something close by. I feel like I'm getting ready, like it's late afternoon. Like we're getting ready to go out to dinner or something, but it's not quite dark yet. Like there's something in the scent that makes me know I'm ready for the evening. I'm calm. I've relaxed for the day. And now I'm ready for like adventure coming. Do you think?
Yeah.
It's fun to me because I feel like there's like, you know, we've done homages to creeds and we've done homages to other ones that do hint at like this aquatic oceany vibe, but there's something here that is different and I really am enjoying it. It's real.
You know what's awesome about this for me, y'all? Underneath all of this is this really sort of comforting layer of a sawdust.
Interesting.
My dad had a little bit of workshop out in the garage right there. Is something about sawdust that's a really calming, beautiful, comforting scent to me. And that's under all of this, that little bit of a dusty, woody sense that you get from a sawdust.
But it's clean. It's brand new. Like there's something fresh about it.
And then building on that is something herbal. Building on that is something spicier. Whoa, y'all.
I feel like if you were wearing this, it's one of those scents that would blend with you really well. Because there's not something that's like too overpowering in the scent, off of the puck at least. Like I'm not getting something like it's really a spice or it's really a wood or it's like there's a lot of things happening, but in a gentle, comforting vibe.
And y'all, I am not a fan of like art, but I've been to the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. And what I noticed, not knowing anything about art when I went in, is there were kind of two classes of painting. One of them would be like a white canvas, like giant, right? A white canvas with a big red dot on it, like the flag of Japan, right? And that's all it was. But people were gathered around it because they were really looking at how they made the red, how they made the white, the subtle variations in the color, right? For me, there are certain shave soaps that are about that. More of the single scent note or more of the like gourmandy things where it's like, here's the one thing and let's dive down into how beautiful it is. The other sort of painting for me at the museum was like the Van Goghs, the Renoirs, the Picassos, those that were like meant to be something real or representing something real or vibrant and colorful. They were creating a picture of something. It wasn't diving into colors or contrast or those things. There were other paintings for that. This was diving down into the actual recreation of something real. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be a realist painting, but that's the charm as well. So for me, the shaving soaps are kind of in those two lanes. One of them is like, here's your iced pineapple and how beautiful that's going to be.
Just
and
enjoy this.
If we just add maybe a hint of a floral to it, just so it's not pineapple extract. But this, y'all, this is one of those beautiful paintings that's been done with fine oils or acrylics so that you don't even look at the colors themselves because you can't. You're too busy being struck by the image that it's making. That's kind of this, which is why for the HAGS, it's harder for me to dive into the individual scent notes because the painting is so real. How am I supposed to look at this Last Supper and describe the red? I'm going to describe the Last Supper. So that's what this is doing. It's giving me this like phenomenal balanced cologne where I'm not even being invited to explore the scent notes. I'm being invited to look at this picture that it's created.
Isn't that funny? That's what it took us to before. Like, I'm sure there are like some masculine florals. There's other things, maybe a light citrus that are in there, making the scent have that overall feeling of like a light scent, a clean scent, a pretty scent, a ready for the evening scent. Like, there's a lot that's in here. But again, even with all the homages that we have, I don't think one is in this exact profile. Like, we haven't hit this type of scent. There's a little bit of like an international vibe to this. I don't know how, but it's there.
And for me, it's not an aquatic. I don't think this is referencing the Mariana Trench. For me, I think it goes a little bit more meta. For me, I think it's like if you have hit a kind of a day where you have fallen into a trench, where you wake up in the morning and the ability to pull yourself out almost looks too formidable because of how high those trench walls are. This is the kind of scent that would give you that sense of sunlight again, that sense of a reawakening, that sense of pulling you out of that trench and back into the light, because trenches are dark, y'all. This is different. This is about pulling you out of that place and putting you back on your feet at the corner of Broadway and 43rd
for
Street.
sure. Like, if you woke up in the morning and you're like, man, that was a bad dream, I can't shake it. Like, this is one of the ones that would just like cleanse your palate, reset. All right, changing the compass for the day. Here we go.
That's what this is for, y'all. And there's a reason at the end of dinner you crave dessert. You don't want more pot roast. You want a chocolate chip cookie. There is something about waking up on that kind of a day where this will be your salvation. This will put you back on your feet. It's almost a hopeful.
I would agree. Like,
smell.
there is a brightness to this. It's not an in-your-face citrusy thing happening. It's recreated in a different way. Like, I think that's why we think of like a fresh wood. Like, there's new beginnings. There's something happening in this scent that's taking us there.
And I'm going to be real surprised by this list of scent notes, I think. So let's take a look. Oh, I just caught something that scares the crap out of me. In fact, there's a soap I didn't just buy. Okay, a little grown-up conversation. I did not purchase Steeplechase from PAA. I was going to. It's based on Polo Sport. But I noticed there's a seaweed note in it. And all other things being equal, there are so many other soaps from PAA I want to discover. I kind of passed on that for the time being because seaweed scares me. But maybe now I'm having regrets on that because I don't sense any seaweed at all. And yet there it is.
Listen.
So hold on, let's back up. From the beginning, we have
sea salt.
Beautiful.
Sage, which we were warned because it said wood sage. So I think that's that's the international something wood that's coming through.
This is not a clary sage. Oh, this is a different herby, greener sage.
It's sophisticated though. I feel like I'm there's something that it's not a normal sage. There's something to this one that takes it immediately to the cologne homage side.
And then my arch enemy.
It's true.
Grapefruit. sour, bitter in your eye grapefruit, and yet in here just gives it that dry, dapper sense. Taking a little bit of the sweet away from the fruity, giving a little bit of a grown-up, slightly dapper, maybe even bordering on a savory sour sort of scent.
I mean, I gotta admit, I knew there was gonna be some sort of citrus, but I knew it wasn't gonna be a normal one. I wasn't expecting that one, but it completely works.
But that's what gives it its balance, because this is so clean and so hopeful that without a little bit of a canvas, I don't think you'd be able to see the paint. Depending on what you want to paint, you have to choose if you want a white canvas, a black canvas, a canvas,
Where
a
to start.
velvet canvas, dogs playing blackjack. You kind of have to decide what kind of base it's going to be so that you can better sense the middle and top notes. The grapefruit's genius. And then what is this?
Oh, ambrette, in parentheses, musk mallow. M-A-L-L-O-W.
Cousin of marshmallow.
But it's a musk mallow.
But it's a muskmallow. Hold on, muskmallow.
Maybe that's where I was getting the clean linen and blowing in the wind thing. I don't know.
And then?
And then the seaweed here. Marcus is perplexed, everyone.
Seaweed for me captures everything about the beach that I hate.
Yeah.
It just captures the kind of yucky botanicals.
The tide thing coming in.
Captures the funky parts of the tide pools that haven't washed out in 10 years. It's just kind of, I don't know, there's something about seaweed. Plus, if you grew up around here, seaweed will ruin your day if you go to the beach, because you just barely have gotten to the point where you can get in this really cold water, and you're now finally up to your waist, and then something comes up to your feet and like grabs you, and it's like, oh, what is that? It's seaweed, and it's nasty.
So when I go to Costco and I buy my seaweed salad, Marcus is like, what?
You
or if I have it on sushi
and you eat it,
he's not a fan.
And you notice I say you eat it. So I bring you Glad Tidings Great Joy, because even in the Kiri Tamati splash, I sense seaweed, which is why I have to let it dry down, because after it's dried down, then it goes away.
Yeah, but it works as part of getting there.
But I don't sense it in this, like, at all. So maybe if they were pulling a part of the seaweed out, what part would that even be?
So I also realized, but this might help us figure this out, because that whole thing written above is talking about some other stuff about how they break down their scent. So I'm wondering if it's used in a different way, because I don't get like a vetiver green, but I do get something green happening. And so maybe that's the seaweed.
Right, and maybe I think that's what's giving it the salty sense, because seaweed's very salty, and we forgot to read this. Let's try this.
We did.
The initial blast of a bracing blend of sea salt and grapefruit, a vibrant citrusy wave that cuts through the morning fog. Right.
Yeah.
A subtle earthiness from the sage then emerges, grounding the citrus with a hint of herbal warmth.
Oh.
As the fragrance settles, the ambrette, known as muskmallow, unveils its delicate powdery musk, adding a layer of sophistication and depth.
We even said
Finally,
sophisticated.
The seaweed, a nuanced, almost marine note, lingers on the skin, reminding you of the restorative power of the ocean.
So that's the reason why, y'all. There you go. That's the reason.
I don't sense it other than the saltiness, but maybe that's genius, because when I do taste nori, the main thing that jumps out at me is salt! Salty!
And we hadn't even read this earlier, but I was getting the image of being in like a coastal bread and breakfast, looking outside, seeing the coast and the water. So that obviously it was hinting at that marine note without it being too aquatic. There's a difference.
And it's funny that I don't get the aquatic. I get the sense of something that's meant to get you off the bench at a basketball game.
Yeah,
or something that's meant to give you hope and sunlight again on your day. But I think that's kind of the sense of what heading out to sea in early morning kind of does. Watching the sun come up over the water.
And it hints at the morning fog breaking, and that's where we were at. And we were getting ready to go out for the evening with this whiff.
Do we have morning fog around here? It even has its own name. So
it does.
Maybe we should take this down a little deeper, since it is about a trench. There is a line in Sweeney Todd where they meet Pirelli, where he's trying to sell his Pirelli's Miracle Elixir, and she says, "Are we standing near an open trench?"
Funny.
But back then, it was not meant to be a good smell, because the trench back then was meant to carry other things.
Yeah, you can figure that out.
That's why at Liberty Square at Disney World, there's that brown strip that circles the land. If you want to know what that represents, brace yourself and look it up.
Okay. I really want y'all to look at this label. Like, it just looks like there's so much detail and thought going on in here. It really is like thought-provoking to look at it.
And y'all, this is my Moon Soaps brush. This is the Hemingway, and this is my KUN big size head lather bowl, y'all. Look at that.
Immediately.
Instantly, in less than a second.
Of course, it's the HAGS action, so, you know, let's be real.
You're going to have a good shave indeed.
Or Or maybe you're going to have a damn fine shave.
Hey, you can have a good shave and a damn fine shave, and you can have it in Los Angeles
all
because
the
it's a
shave
shave
supply.
supply. You can actually have it there because he's got a real barbershop. Wow, this is apropos.
Wow, I'm getting more whiffs already.
I'm too.
That
This is
grapefruit
wild.
is a gentle, fun
It is,
thing.
and I love it in this.
It's sweet there.
Right.
I didn't realize that was what making the sweet side come out.
Y'all, you can see the consistency of this. Look how gorgeous this hog's lather is in the bowl.
It's fun too because we have a few from Hogs, like even the Megalodon one. There's some other ones that are in this like lighter scent profile, but they're all different. Like some have more of a woodsy vibe, some have more of just the cologne side. Like they're all of the different hogs that we have that are similar-ish lane are still different from each other.
Add your water drops at a time, y'all, and then your lather will burst forward in exactly the consistency you want. But we do realize that when we watch our Shave Arcade videos, we love to see when the lather coats Angelo's face. Tells us a lot about it, how it's made, and how he built his lather. So, y'all, we're going to start integrating that into our program a little bit so you can see how this hog's lather is going to coat the face. May I do the honors?
Yes, let's see that brush in action.
Here we go now, y'all. Ready? Look at that, y'all. Ooh. Oh, the cans of goo on the Target shelf are shivering in their boots.
Wow, this smells really good. I just got more whiffs, and here the lather version is different.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that feels so good.
It really does.
You can't even feel the bristles at the right angle. Oh, Lord.
No, I don't want to waste this lather after our show. I hate that part.
This morning, dang it. Peaks and valleys. I love that Hogs is a fabulous sommelier, y'all. Their noses are phenomenal. And if you have enjoyed an homage from Hogs before, they're going to be in those similar lanes, along those similar lines of sophistication and dapperness, and yet all with their own identity. But you can kind of tell. If you had asked me who made this and you didn't tell me who it was, Hogs. Hogs, 100%.
So can we do a comparison whiff from here to here? Because I think something in the base here almost just runs right into the scent. Because here, there's something that shifted.
So you'll only find this here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the I'm the King of the World whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Oh,
right?
Interesting.
Like, I'm outside now.
This is a better balance. This sort of takes anything that might be standing out on its own and brings it back into the choir, y'all.
Like,
That's what
this had me a little more inside getting ready for the day. I don't know if that makes sense, but this has me, like, standing on the back patio. Like, I'm out.
I even get a sense of, like, the sand in
Right?
this.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm outdoors now. There's something, like, the full depth of the scent.
This is beautiful.
This grapefruit sweet here, it's very fun because a lot of the times when you do go more aquatic, it is with a different citrus.
Yes.
So there's something about this one that keeps me on the shore, but I know I'm close to that morning fog breaking off.
And sweet is a funny thing in a shaving soap, y'all, because I will smell one that I don't think is sweet at all, but then I'll smell it after I smell another one, and I'm like,
oh, maybe it is.
Oh, that's really sweet. But I think sweet, for us, we think of like sugar. We think of like brown sugar. We think of corn
edible
syrup.
sweet.
Right. We think of sugar cane. We think of the things that are like directly sweet, rather than other ways that sweet can sort of be accomplished, even with hints of seaweed, even with hints of wood, even with hints of, well, muskmallow. Those kind of things. So
but I do like that in this scent. That ambrette is it's really coming through here.
Right. So I think what those are doing to the grapefruit is taking all of its sour, natural, bitter edges off, not with a sweet note, but with other natural, sort of subtly sweet notes. And I love how it's creating that balance.
I do too. I had no idea who the Joe Malone guy, the scent was that we were smelling from before. But I do really enjoy getting to see that through the lens of Hogs. Like where that's taking us through here. And maybe Damn Fine Shave too, all of their collab fun. It's definitely a perfect summer kind of scent.
And this is not like a pyramid where like your base notes are going to be the biggest and your middle notes are going to get a little smaller and your top notes are going to be small. This is a little bit more like the Freedom Tower, y'all. This just goes straight up in the air. So you're going to start with your more basier stuff, but it's going to take off right away. And where it leaves you is high up with a view. So it doesn't get too bogged down in its spices or in its darker sides. Well, like I said, this is the kind of thing that brings you hope in a morning where it might be a little hard to find.
I'm with you. This scent for sure would brighten up my day immediately.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Pirelli hawking his miracle elixir on the streets of London. Well, you're going to recognize that Sweeney Todd guy, maybe follow him back to his barbershop. And just about the time you figure out that he was the little kid that was sweeping up hair for you, and maybe there's a little bit of a blackmail scheme to be had here, you've just got your own. So head over to theshavesupply.com where you'll find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Oh, beautiful, dapper, clean, woody, adventurous. HAGS, and a delightful hint of the bass as well in the scent. And what a bass, y'all. One of the most functional shaving bases you will find in the industry. Y'all, it's a fabulous shave. Makes your razor unafraid of taking some new twists and turns and finding some new ways to get that BBS and a great post-shave feel. Fantastic slickness without it being so slick that the razor can't get under it. And good little grip going on. Hey, HAGS, thank you so much for this. We're excited for the next one.
Welcome to Messages!
Hey y'all, so it's that magic time. We're going to pick our giveaway winner for a $20 gift card to the Shave Supply.
Yay!
And we want to thank all of our entrants. We got emails from
Jake, Michael, Ronnie, Stanley, Dan, DJ, Sam Spade, Anthony, Malcolm, Angelo, Manny, Sam Hillebrand, Josue, Craig, Eric, and Tom.
And those are your lucky numbers,
Yes.
y'all. So once again, thank you so much for being a part of our barbershop and entering our giveaway.
Best of luck!
And here's that magic time. Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 16.
Here's a number between 1 and 16. It's 2.
2.
2.
Michael!
Michael, congratulations, buddy. You are our lucky winner.
Wonderful.
Well done. And thank you all for entering. Be sure to enter our next giveaway
For Zingari
Man in September. And again, thanks
Thank
again.
you. So it's kind of fun because the first one of the collabs that we tried from the Shave Supply was with McDuff's. They did Catalina. And then this one is another one that's super, like a nice different lane. They're still
Right.
summery. There's like things you can sort of see of what, it's definitely summer zone, but they're completely different types of scents. So it's a fun exclusive thing.
Funny, because both kind of based on aquatics,
Right.
except one is based on the surface.
Ah, yeah.
Catalina, you're going to Catalina Island,
the
right? You
boat.
got the captain's head
Yep,
on. You
yep,
can feel
yep.
the sea spray. The other one is the trench that takes you all the way down to the bottom so you can bring yourself back
Fun
up
little
again.
theme. Uh-huh.
Very, very different, but I love being on the West Coast, so close to the
Right?
Pacific. You can probably see Catalina from the barbershop. That these were the two exclusives they did this
I
summer.
know.
That
I'm
was
really glad
awesome.
that we got both because they are completely different, but they do like scream summer and relaxation and a good time. Like they're just in their scents coming through for sure.
Not wasted this. We might have to shave the dome.
It's true. Yeah, Lainey, get ready because this smells too good to waste. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.